Do you have a podcast that you're passionate about? Are you looking for a professional studio to help bring your vision to life? Then look no further than Crux Media Group Studios. Located at 903 West Evans Street in Florence, South Carolina, Crux Media Group Studios is a full-service podcast studio that offers recording, editing, consultation, live streaming video recording, and more. We have state-of-the-art equipment and a team of experienced professionals who can help you create a podcast that is professional, polished, and engaging. Whether you're a first-time podcaster or a seasoned pro, Crux Media Group Studios can help you take your podcast to the next level. Contact us today at 843-407-1673 to learn more about our services and to schedule a consultation.
Man, you
like
just
a
gotta,
different type of color black that's not really made.
But like my thing is
that's
like
kind of
how,
like off back.
You know, it's been years.
I'm asking.
It's been so
Off
many
black
years.
is like off back. It's like a
It's
brand.
been
It's brand.
So many years.
I'm just
if we
asking.
want to go here, we can.
I'm not going there. I'm just
The aggression
asking.
is in my voice.
I'm
for
just
it.
asking.
No.
Is it the same?
Off black.
Off black. Off. Yeah. No. Okay.
He's trying to see if
I heard off white. It's a brand like off black. I didn't. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Move on. Welcome back to Relationship Status. It's your girl, Nique Cruz.
CL Butler.
and your boy Yusuf in the building. And remember, you can find us on all podcast platforms. Remember to like, share, follow, and 5-star rate. If you want to join the conversation, email us RELSTAT podcast@gmail.com. Remember, you can also join us on relationshipstatuspodcast.com. Nique, how was the week?
You need to put that like at the end. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that ain't a lot to you.
No.
Nique is spoken.
No, because like it'd be like a big chunk. Like we just be sitting here and you'd be like, "Yeah,
I guess
listen
5
to us
years
at
of-
all your podcasts."
I guess 5 years of
and
doing
you
it,
can find
it's
us at like it's
So-
just kind of
So
you
that
know,
so to edit it, you think we should put it in the back end, not the front end?
yeah, or before we start,
Okay.
so that way
Maybe.
you're not running it all the way down every episode.
That's fine.
I know you kind of used to it.
Yeah.
It's just like
Kind of part of the script at this point.
Is it?
yeah.
To me, I mean, it could change. I can
Listen.
definitively, because we do have it at the back end. Professor T says it on the back end.
Okay.
yeah,
Life's
yeah,
about
yeah.
change.
Yeah, it is. We can change that.
New
I see.
season.
New
Yeah.
new season, I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna say that. Okay. You know, we're doing seasons. I do have a question for you, Seth. And Nique, you cook too, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen this trend of cooking wings in orange juice? And they make
Yeah.
like a teriyaki.
I don't know what that is. I'm not trying.
Is
Yeah, I'm not trying
teriyaki
it
made
either.
out of orange juice?
I don't think orange juice is.
It's okay. It's not made out of orange juice.
I think it
However,
has citrus in it.
yeah,
It may have like
it
like,
cooks down.
Yeah, like I think they might put teriyaki might have maybe the juice from an orange, but not like the people are taking orange juice out the store and like pouring it on the chicken.
That's what I
And then,
seen.
yeah, and dousing it in it, and then
Is this a Caucasian thing?
That was- I
I
gonna
think
say,
it's
what
a
color are
Caucasian
they?
thing.
No,
geez.
I'm just asking. I'm not saying.
Yeah,
I was just saying, what color were they? That
They
you
could.
saw?
I don't know. I've seen
because it didn't have.
some Caucasians.
Yeah, I know citrus is in it, but I just don't know about because they're literally washing it in the orange juice, letting it sit, and then seasoning it, and then putting it in the flour, and then putting it in the fryer. And
And that doesn't.
Nah,
really
they cook
make-
it all the way through.
Yeah, that doesn't.
they cook
In
it,
a
they reducing
skillet.
it down in the
Yeah.
skillet.
Yeah.
That's not even correct. Like
How do you know, Nick?
because I have books
Okay.
about cooking, and that for chicken is not even correct. So no,
So you think this is good, bad?
bad,
Okay.
Well,
very bad.
although I would say that there's no wrong way to cook something, I think it may be just ways that you disagree with doing something that other people do. When I seen it, the one I seen, I didn't see them cooking it I only see maybe one or two cooking it in the sauce. I've seen other people like soaking it and then taking it.
Why would you soak it in orange juice?
I don't know. I don't do that.
Okay.
They didn't have a reason, and it was like all they would say is like for the best wings ever, and then they would have it in a bowl. They pour the orange juice.
You
in
should
it.
try it since it's the best wings ever.
I'll see how that goes.
Okay.
I don't think.
That would
Thank
go
you.
more for beef or pork.
What do you mean? So you
to
put
use orange juice.
beef or
You
pork
can.
in orange juice?
You can.
What do you
can
do?
I don't do it. But you can use like a Boston butt or
And you put it in
a
orange
shoulder.
juice?
Yeah, you could cook it in orange juice. Like there's a whole thing like in a store for that. But
What,
like
orange juice?
yeah, but it's like a certain type with like, added stuff. But yeah.
Oh.
But
So
it's
do you
for-
wash all meats before you cook?
I rinse it.
Every kind of meat you have, you buy at the store.
The chicken.
As soon as I buy it out
Just the
store,
chicken?
For me,
So you don't
chicken
wash
and the
like
pork.
steak?
I don't wash my steak at all, no.
I just rinse it off.
You rinse off a steak.
Yeah.
Why?
Run it under the water. I would say
I thought the water
forcible-
was dirty too.
I would say forcible habit.
Yeah.
My chicken, when I do the
So
chicken,
you don't
I put it
squeeze
in
lime
vinegar.
on it?
Not on the steak. I do that with the chicken. I threw some vinegar in the water. and
Why?
Some, like I said, my
It's
grandma.
just more stuff black
Yeah,
people
they
made
do.
up.
Yeah,
it could
that's
be.
how I
My
feel
grandmother.
like.
That's how my grandmother taught me. She said, "This is how you clean."
Cleaning with bleach.
Chicken.
It's like the
Oh,
most
no.
silliest thing I've ever heard in
Clean
my
it with
life.
no. You want to
Not
die?
in the country. I've seen
No
somebody
country.
clean.
It's city too. It's all over. People
No, because
need-
I've only seen it in the country. That
No.
They like, when you cooking up the fatback.
I've never.
Oh, I
cooked
thought you
up
were talking about bleach.
You never?
Okay.
Oh, when
Fatback, yeah.
you,
I know what
when they
fatback
cook up
is.
the fatback, I've seen somebody like when they're washing the fatback, they're washing it in soap and bleach water.
Okay. I think you just said that person's name.
No, I'm not.
They need to be arrested.
I'm not.
At least brought charges against them. Served with some sort of
And
paperwork.
I was like,
that's not how you do that, is it?
yeah, no.
If you have to clean the meat you're eating with bleach,
You probably shouldn't be eating that chicken.
No.
probably
That meat.
shouldn't eat
You
it.
shouldn't eat that.
Is it old?
No.
Okay.
Nah,
I don't think
just
she meant to do it. She was just like, it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
don't. Yeah, cause I can't. But and then that comes down to what do you know what people do when you go to their house to eat the food that they've cooked?
Yeah.
Because some of these people might be cleaning their meat in bleach
Okay.
No, I hope not. Or soap.
or soap.
But I do use vinegar on my pork because that's just what I was taught. But outside of that, no, I don't. I clean my chicken regular, just rinse it off with water, and
I don't
don't touch
do
my
none of
steak.
that to nothing. I cook at all.
Wait, you just throw it in the pot?
It's already clean. I prayed over it. It's blessed.
you're still here.
Still here.
the good Lord. to take
Yeah.
care.
Whatever it is, it is.
Yeah, I think a lot of black people are just like too. Oh, I got to be this clean. Everything has to be clean.
Oh, you think it's a black thing?
Mm-hmm.
Not cleanliness thing, but black thing. Think black people overdo cleanliness?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's a little side. Have nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
Bleach brought it up. You know the reggae artist Vibes Cartel?
No,
Yes, I know who that is.
I don't know.
Okay, he was in prison for a little while. He just got out,
Yeah.
and
Are
he's
y'all celebrating?
no.
Okay.
He says some people in Jamaica are actually upset that he
I
got
thought
out.
he was like a killer or something.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Like killed a whole bunch of people and got
Snitched.
off.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
snitch then. Vibes Cartel is out. Like, I ain't.
He's a part of the cartel.
No, Vibes Cartel
Is
is
his name?
name.
Is the stage name?
Oh, we have no affiliation.
I think his name is like Trevor
him.
Barrington or something. I don't know what
go
his real
ahead.
name is.
But anyway, so he's a part of the bleaching community.
Oh, bleaching your skin.
Yeah, bleaching the skin, and so
He
when
did it in
was
jail?
released- no, he couldn't do it in jail. But when he got out, it was so many people out there that bleached their skin, like they had to, because if you bleach, you can't go out in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking about they're literally tearing away a layer of their skin
Mm-hmm.
to look as white as possible.
Why is that a Caribbean thing?
It's an,
Or is it not a Caribbean thing?
I don't think it's
just
a
a thing.
Caribbean thing because
I
it's
learned about
prevalent
it.
in the Caribbean.
Oh, I
know
learned about
it's-
it in Africa, so like with Africans. So
Yeah, it was just to see people out with they had the big shaded hats and all of that, and just
So there was a large.
it was
Okay.
like the Hummer limos pull up, but the thing about the bleaching that just makes them it looks odd is like there's certain areas that you can't bleach, like around your eyes, in like your elbows, so they'll be like white
Darker.
throughout, and then it's like dark spots
And
around
you
the
saw
eyes.
this.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
and you start to look
Okay. I
off
don't
white.
know. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, not off white. You look off black,
man, you
like
just
a
got
different type of color black that's not really made.
But like my thing is
Oh,
like
that's kind
how
of like off back.
You know, it's been years.
I'm asking.
It's been so
Off
many
black
years.
is like off back. It's like a
It's been
brand. It's
So
brand.
many years.
I'm just
If we want to
asking.
go here, we can.
I'm not going there. I'm just
The aggression
asking.
is in my voice.
I'm
for
just
it.
asking.
No.
Is it the same?
Off black.
Off black. Off. Yeah. No. Okay.
You trying to see if
I heard off white. It's a brand like off black. I didn't. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Move on.
Okay.
Well, how was your week, Nique? First week,
My week
kids
was
back to
good.
school.
Yeah, my week was good. No hiccups. Everybody got to their locations on
Okay.
time. Everybody got back to their original locations on time. No phone calls from teachers yet. I already warned them about the little one. And
You warned them
everything-
about the little one?
Yeah, that thing. She gets bored. She get mouthy.
Okay.
And yeah, everything's been good.
How
Still
about
trying
you?
to get into power school, but
Oh, so you weren't you don't have it from last year?
I never got into it last year.
Oh yeah, I day one I was in like
Yeah, I gotta go to the school.
yeah, and they'll give you the you actually could email the guidance counselor and they'll send you over the code.
I got a code.
Oh, you just can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then yeah, you gotta go up to school. But what I can say is at that school, my interactions with the staff so far have been great. Like every time I go in there, it's seamless and great for me, I guess.
Okay. Well, how was your first week?
Oh, it was good. The young one going to a new school, so he was a little nervous on day one.
Okay.
But once he got through the day, he was cool. Found out he had a couple kids in his class that he knew, and he said the school is different. I was like, well, yeah, you're in middle school, not elementary school anymore. So
Some of the oldest, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the little one is in school down there where his mom is, and he called and said he was excited. They had a band at the door.
I saw.
The band and the cheerleaders was but the odd thing was mom dropped him off early, and then when she came out of the school, that's when she saw the band. The cheerleaders and the band was after for the kids.
Yeah, I
that were
see her
coming up on
driving
time
slowly with the.
with the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Sia? How was
I'm
your
great. Great.
your
That's
week? Was
it?
good.
I'm great. Yeah. It's not. That was just you're talking about kids in school.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel we just moving the spirits of the kids in the school. So I'm doing well. So I don't have any school stories.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'll wait to share some stories another time.
Okay.
But let's jump right into the crux of the show.
Oh,
Now, both of you all co-parent.
yes.
Yes.
So does your significant other of co-parenting, how do y'all split those duties?
How do
School.
we split?
Yeah, like do you do the registering, they take them, or does he show up that day, or does she show up that day? How'd y'all work this out?
He got a better co-parenting relationship, so I let him start.
Or you can just say what you like. You don't have to say what you actually have or don't have.
Okay, what I would like.
Okay.
I don't mind doing the whole registering thing. I don't mind being the point of contact for school. We do that. Well, I do that. This year, surprisingly, he helped with school clothes and school shoes. I did supplies and some clothes. He's the fun dad. He's
Okay.
the, if he goes somewhere, he takes them. He's the one, gets nails done without my permission.
Should you have say so in that?
Yeah.
Meaning,
Definitely.
how would that look?
Because I'm not gonna say he doesn't just let them just do anything, but it could have been like, no, she doesn't need it. I don't feel like she's at the age to be able to do that. Well, as far as them having to type at school all day.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Nails done. Does that mean putting fingernails on? Because
Yeah.
I thought nails done was just getting your nails done.
Just getting them done.
No, she has tips on.
Oh, and they're too long?
No, they're a decent size. I'm not mad with it. So I didn't make a fuss about it.
But you wish he would have talked with you about it before?
Yeah.
You're not into the acrylic on the nails? Or
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just-
because I get acrylic on my nails. But when it comes to kids, like, a lot comes with that because, like, who's going to do her refill?
Her dad.
That's what I assume, too. But, like, he'll come to a point where, like, ask your mom.
Okay, now what's acrylic on your nails?
It's an overlay. Like,
Is it an actual tip?
no, tip is like a fake nail. added on, and acrylic keeps everything in place.
Keeps what in place? Your regular nail?
Well, it stops it from breaking.
So you get acrylic.
No, he should not.
He does?
I don't get anything. I don't go.
He
and get
does,
nails
but
done. I don't go get.
You brought
I
up
don't go
acrylic.
Get, I have daughters. I've
You say
dated.
you
I've
brought
dated
it up like
women.
you know.
You know.
So you be getting acrylic, like you ladies and your daughters to get acrylic.
No, I just know the terminology behind.
So that's the
acrylic.
only term you knew that you threw out there.
Acrylic nails. That's
Yeah,
what they
because-
call them.
because when
Acrylic
she,
nails.
Yeah, she was talking about.
But
the
aren't they
nails.
your nails?
No,
So
it's
you're
a fake nail. That's
So that's what I
It's like
asked.
a-
Did
it's
you
a
get something
liquid.
put on?
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
a liquid
it's a gel
hardens.
that
It's
goes
there you
over the nail to keep it in place, to keep your nail and the fake nail together.
But you're getting a nail put on.
Mm-hmm. And then
That's
acrylic
just in
goes
between
over.
it.
See, now
No,
that
it's
I
on
didn't
top
know.
of it.
See there?
See,
You
that
don't
I
really.
didn't
I
know.
knew you didn't know about acrylics.
No, I knew acrylic goes on it. I did not know that it was I didn't know it was binding the nail tip to the
Yeah.
nail. See, I didn't know
Because
that.
you said you just get it on your nails.
See,
Because if
that's
that
what I thought.
breaks or if that cracks, it can mess up your whole nail.
See there?
No, I learned something today.
You putting women you've dated and your daughters at risk.
No, because I'm not getting it. I just hear
If you're
them talk
able to
about
handle, if you're able to handle it, it's fine. But just as a student that has to work on a Chromebook all day, like if that nail breaks, you're not gonna be able to use that nail because it's gonna hurt.
Can I be devil's advocate here?
Okay, go ahead.
Is that any of your business, Nique?
Yes, my child.
Because I think co-parenting, sometimes people just get involved in the business they don't need to be involved in.
it.
Because I think it's because it's their child. It's literally their business, which it is, which is an oxymoron. But sometimes it isn't.
Well, I think to a certain degree, in some co-parenting relationships, the other parent who doesn't know of the activity, it could be whatever it is, just would like to be informed. Like I can't tell you no. I'm not gonna say no.
So why do they have to inform you?
Well, it's just about having conversation about.
Is that ego?
No, it might not be ego. Let's say in Nique's case, it was a situation where she was going to take.
I didn't want her to do it.
But it could be something where she didn't want her to do it. One,
But you
or-
didn't tell anybody you don't want her to
Well,
do it.
let's say she did want to.
There's no communication either.
But you
He
could
talks to the
have
kids.
you could have communicated that.
And if I
I don't want her to have her nails done.
I could tell my girls that, but like I don't talk.
You
to
can
him
tell. Well,
like
you
that.
could text him, email.
See, but I was thinking of a lesser point. Let's say Nique was taking them to do an activity.
Well, the point
in which
ain't the
nails.
point. It's
Yeah,
the communication
part of it.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, like the reason why I was kind of taken aback by it is because one, she's supposed to start sports this year.
Mm-hmm.
She's supposed to do wrestling and soccer, and I'm sure nails are not going to be a problem, but it could be.
But they only like a few weeks, right? Like a month.
What?
Nails.
No, you keep nails on. You get them filled in.
You said
every
we
month.
don't know who getting the refill, so that thing could be either way.
But see, the refill is just like the back end.
I know,
The
but we don't
egg
know either.
acrylic.
Well, we don't know either
And
way.
the nail grows and grows and grows until
Yeah, she might be tired of the nails in 2 weeks.
she might be and take them off. But it doesn't look like she is because every picture is.
Okay, let them know.
Oh, she's showing them all.
Yeah. So I'm like, talk to your daddy.
Okay.
For me, it's everything education I do, registrations, scheduling,
Who told you this?
through experiences of
Because you don't do it all.
what don't I?
You have a son registered in another school that you didn't take care of the stuff.
I dealt.
So
with the,
you
I
don't
dealt
do
with-
it all.
I dealt with the transferring,
But
of
you
the-
don't
of
do
said-
you
of the
don't do it
records.
all.
I had to walk her through the
You said
registration.
So what? It's your child.
Well, he's the
Like this,
leading
I'm
person.
like this. I'm the lead on the educational thing.
So you say we'll take your word at that.
Oh my god.
Okay.
She'll say it too.
Well, listen, I don't know.
She'll say it too.
I don't know.
But and then as far as like clothes and all, we kind of just tag team that situation.
Is that co-parenting or is just taking care of your child?
That's just taking care of your kid.
Yeah.
I just think. Like,
Well, I mean, like communicating of, when we're going to do this, if we're going to do this together, or if you're going to do this portion of it and you do this portion of it. So that way we're, it is just taking care of your child, but we're co-parenting to where we're not bumping heads.
or
But you're not
over-
communicating either. So you're always going to bump heads anytime you don't communicate. Because you didn't
Yeah,
say,
well-
you didn't give them a list of this is what I don't want. Or this
But
is what I
I
expect.
don't feel, I don't feel like I have to dictate what I don't want to him as a parent. Like, I'm not the parent in charge of him either. So, like, he's a parent. He should know, like, the do's and don'ts for a teenager.
How?
This ain't his first rodeo.
But how you know somebody knows the do's and don'ts?
Did he get it right on the first rodeo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he?
I'm gonna
I'm
get
gonna
it.
have to bring her in. See, I don't know.
Oh, she's 22.
I don't know.
She'll come. She'll say, "Well,
Well, and then for me, we do communicate a good bit. I would say we do communicate a good bit.
Talk or communicate?
We communicate a good bit.
Interesting.
You say interesting on you.
I'm just saying interesting.
interesting."
I'm not interested. I don't know, because sometimes you say you be communicating, but you just be chatting,
Be just chatting.
as the youths them say. As the youths them say, you chatting.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you what you do, CL.
Okay.
A lot of.
Okay.
Ooh.
You really make a person reflect on everything in the moment.
But y'all be
Because-
trying to y'all get on this mic. Some people, not y'all,
Okay.
and just talk like it's like that, and it's that's not what you did.
You chatting.
It sound you just talking on like what did you didn't tell me nothing I need to know. But we did talk. It's like productivity and activity.
Okay.
Similar.
You can be active without being productive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see what he's saying because y'all are more like friends, so y'all might just chat.
But if
And
you call
talk.
me to tell me something and
Yeah.
don't tell me that,
Yeah. Well.
not necessarily you do that, but if we're just talking and you don't tell me what you meant to call me about,
Because our conversations, my conversations with my children's father are very intentional. Like, hey, you coming to the game? What time is it? This time. What's the location? This location. All right. All right.
I mean, with my oldest daughter, me and her mom's, our relationship is like that. If it has nothing, we're not talking about anything else. We don't have. There's literally zero communication unless it's like right now with the car insurance and the car payment. Hey, here's the due date. That's it. Like that's
Yeah,
just the
straight to the point.
but you
That's
talk
straight
to
to the point.
strangers.
Yeah, but I think
But you think what? You think it's because of the nature of the relationship with the person?
Yeah.
That matters how well you co-parent?
No,
don't
I
think it's
wouldn't
about how
say
well you
that.
co-parent.
It's just certain situations are just straight to the point. Like, we have nothing to talk about. We're not friends. We're not anything outside of being parents to the same person.
Okay.
So it's kind of like I have no interest in calling you, talking to you about anything.
Shouldn't you? That's part of co-parenting.
For some.
for some people.
But
Yeah.
what you mean
Okay,
for
'cause-
some people?
Okay, because I could take. I have different co-parenting situations.
Do you?
Yes.
So I do you.
Do you?
One
Okay.
was horrible, and it just got good to where it's almost like some semblance of a friendship is more in play.
But isn't that a choice?
That I think it is a choice.
It is a
It is a
choice.
choice, and I think that what ends up happening for most people trying to co-parent is the feelings from the relationship either never dissipate, like they never go away. So you've never healed or whatever it is between the two of you. Whether it's one person or the both of you might continuously feel that particular way. And then there's other ones where the breakup has happened, that you've communicated feelings and all of that, and you've understood that, hey, we got a co-parent, which means we should be friends to
Okay.
a certain degree, and we should care about each other's well-being
Or
to a
should
certain
you?
degree. Yeah, we should. I mean, I think you should care about the parent of the other parent.
Other
of the
parent,
child.
yeah.
Like
I do care about my kids'
what
father.
happens to them.
Yeah.
You know,
You just
If
said
he's
so
okay.
proudly we don't talk. I don't.
We don't
inquire
talk.
about him.
I don't ask like, hey, how you doing?
Why-
Da, da, da,
but isn't that
da.
just common courtesy? You do that to
Yeah,
strangers every day.
But also, and this kind of goes a little bit. Also, that person may have because that person. I have a friend of mine who had a great co-parenting relationship with his ex.
Okay.
And then she got into a relationship with somebody, and it changed.
What do you mean it changed?
The call to check in on them and stuff.
How does it change? Let's talk about that. How does it change?
Well, he didn't know for sure. He just knew it changed. Like she no longer was. The conversations became very short.
So he didn't go to the house?
She liked him coming to the house. She liked that family feel, and then she found a man that gave her that feeling, so she didn't need him no
Well,
more.
no, he never
you
really
can't
no,
go to the
he-
house?
No, he never really went and like he wouldn't go to her house and hang out. They wouldn't go out for drinks and all
No,
like that.
he didn't
But
go to the
would-
house and talk to the man.
No,
See, that's the problem. You let women,
And see, I talk to my baby daddies.
women
wife.
or men, be the go-between you and another person. I don't think that's fair to you as a parent, the co-parent, to let a stranger that she likes or he likes
come in and just and just change things.
Yeah, it changed the whole dynamic.
Yeah, and it did. For him, it changed his dynamic drastically. They started to become a little bit more estranged than when they had started out. So that means like picking the kids up on time. If he was a little bit late, she would have something to say. Where normally it wasn't.
She should have something to say.
Where normally
she should have been had something to say. Now
she should have been had something.
Now
to
she
say.
has the backing to say something.
Now she has the backing.
Yeah, I'll get Thomas to pick him up. Then you're like, whoa, Tom's not picking up my child. Well, if you can't be on time, now you got something. Now we have a situation now.
Yeah, because you got somebody to plan something with, and it's like, okay, the kids are supposed to be gone at this time.
Yeah,
we're running late because he's late. So I can get what you're saying too, yeah. But I do, like, I would ask, like, how did it change?
Well, he just said the communication started to be off. It became less, I would say, regular conversation. Mm-hmm. Whereas they may call and talk about the kids, but hey, how was your day? Mm-hmm. How's everything going? How's your mom? Mm-hmm. And they would catch up. They wouldn't talk every day, but when they did talk, it was more than just about the kids.
Okay.
And the conversation went from things like that to just the kids, very short, very direct, no extra anything.
Okay.
That would more so, it took the friendship feel out of it that it once had.
What you mean the friendship feel?
Like they were friends outside of just being parents to the same people.
Outside of being co-parents, they actually had a friendship that had them.
So what changed in your friendship? If let's say I have a person, let's just say people know
probably the man didn't like it.
Probably. But let's say we're friends, just two people. Mm-hmm. You start dating someone. Our relationship can decline or we talk less, but that doesn't change where our friendship is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They never really.
So maybe they were friends.
It could be that. It could be that. I mean, it could be she was just that way with him until she did find someone and realize, and she may think it may not even have anything to do with the new significant other. Mm-hmm. It could do it with her. I don't want to be disrespectful to him by having unnecessary conversation with another man. That could have been.
And we don't know
because he never said what it was.
Yeah.
Depending on the age of the child, I can agree or disagree with that.
What you mean?
Your child's 25.
Oh,
yeah, I don't have no talk.
Well, like if
the child is 5, I would never expect a person not to communicate with the child's father.
Yeah,
I mean, even through high school, maybe even college.
But
no.
Some people feel like
you have to communicate.
Yeah,
but some people feel like they shouldn't.
Shouldn't what?
They shouldn't have no type of relationship with the other parent. And when I say relationship, I mean like some type of friendship with the other parent, just because they have a significant other.
Well,
if any man comes into that situation and co-signs that,
or woman.
Well, I'm saying from a man's standpoint, if you come into a relationship with a woman who has a child and you're co-signing this behavior, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I think you should be, if you're coming into a relationship with children that's co-parenting, is your job to come to help and be a part of the village, not just be a participant in his life. Well, because this is a part of his life.
That brings up a question: when dealing as the new significant other, when dealing with the co-parenting situation and joining this village, how do you ingratiate yourself in said village? Does it need to be an invitation? Do you need to just insert yourself? How do we navigate? How does someone navigate getting into that space? Sometimes they're not invited into that space.
Well, I think you insert yourself.
You think you insert yourself?
Absolutely.
I could see that. Yeah.
I could absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I do know of this. But you insert yourself. That don't mean you go in and try to dominate. That means you just get in the door, and you might play the wall for a little bit, and then you get to move out gradually.
You let your presence be known.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm here.
But don't I don't need to interfere with it.
Yeah.
Like, if you have children, I don't need to be involved in the conversation with the child because I ain't trying to make a new enemy. Because that's what, if your mama fussing at you, I'm like, you know,
that's it.
all right,
Hey,
man, come on, cuz. You got to help me help you. I can't help you. That's how you insert yourself. I can't help. She can't be mad with both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, that's what my
You know,
boyfriend does.
I didn't do anything.
He sits there and tries to talk to my daughter like, listen,
Hey, listen.
like, I'm trying to help you.
You gonna mess it up?
But what if, that's a good, but what if because this is where co-parented, I think, this is where being in the significant other to an outside situation is kind of tricky, is when the father or the mother of the child is not really feeling you being in the room.
They don't have to feel you.
They're not really
They don't have to
on
feel
that.
you.
They're not
I'm not
really-
expecting you to like me at least for the first 2 years.
2 years.
So I
like,
know it's 2 years
this
coming in. 24 months, you're not gonna like me.
But like, if this is a person that is involved in a child's life on a, on a regular basis, not just like somebody that's kind of there and not there, but somebody that's constantly there, I feel like they do need to be in a room because there may need to be a conversation between the two of y'all.
It should be.
Well,
Yeah.
okay,
It
well,
should be the initiator of the conversation. If
Yeah,
you're a
because
man.
I talked to my children's stepmother.
Are they married?
Yeah, they're married.
Okay, that's on the way.
yeah, because it's,
Just
off
because you
air.
got a new boyfriend, I mean,
Listen, off air, I
You know.
got,
But yeah, like, well, I mean, before they got married, I communicated with her because she was gonna be, if my children were with him,
Yeah.
she was gonna be around them.
so
just
would you
as
give her
much.
ground rules?
Oh no.
Why not?
Not, I mean, because like,
Because like what?
why should I have to give you ground rules? Like, their dad is right there.
no,
But
no. Mm-mm.
Well,
When-
it's
because-
already obviously your dad doesn't make good decisions because you're not with you no more.
I mean, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So we
agree.
gotta watch
I
all of
agree.
y'all. Like,
But because he fumbled the bag.
yeah.
But
Okay, fumble the bag. Hey.
but yeah, when it comes to her, like the communication is easy.
Mm-hmm.
So like, instead of me and him, like, he's asked me like, what are you doing? What are you gonna do? It's more as in me just giving her pieces of information that she may need to know when having either one of the girls.
Okay.
Like, I'll let her know when she first got them, she asked me about like, hey, we're about to go somewhere. We're gonna be getting in the pool. Da 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 da. She asked, she was like, do you want me to do one of their hair and you can do the other? And I was like, she was like, I know some people are funny about being, other people being in their kids' hair. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, no worries. I'll pay somebody to do both of their hair. So that way it's something you don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about. But I appreciate.
You call her broke at the end?
No, I did not call her broke at the end.
I'm just asking.
But I appreciate the offer. But like, nah, I have somebody that braid their hair. That's no problem. So just braid it a certain way.
Did
so
she
that
call
way we
you or
good.
you call her?
She called me.
See, that's how you insert yourself. You just ask, hey.
Yep. And when it
Sure.
came to like, she took my youngest to Frank's in Charlotte. I'm not sure. I've never been there. It was right after she had her concussion. So I called her and
What's
like,
Frank's? Place to eat?
no, it's like a arcade type place.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Frankie's.
Frankie's.
In Columbia?
No, they got one in Charlotte.
They
too.
got one in Charlotte.
They got one in Charlotte.
So I communicated with her to let her know like this is what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I already talked to their dad, but I'm sure like it was like early in the day that they probably didn't even communicate yet. So she was coming it was always for her to go with them and she was coming to get them. So I wasn't sure if he told her, and I'm not gonna say I don't trust him giving her all the information, but as like nonchalant as he was like, oh, okay, she sounds fine. Let me call the mom that's gonna
You
be
should,
around.
though. If she's going to pick them up
Yeah.
or do whatever she's gonna
Yeah,
do.
and I talked to her and I was like, hey, this is what she may experience. This is what she is currently experiencing. And this is what she's not able to do.
Okay.
And, she was like, okay, cool. And we left it at that. But yeah, I love the fact that she inserts herself in my kid's life. She's a extra person. And there is no, from, my end, there is no beef, no issues, no, oh, you overstepping, none of that.
So she understands how to do it?
In a sense. I wish she would be more involved in certain areas, but because I feel like she doesn't step in when she needs to.
What?
Yeah, with certain areas.
Okay.
But, like, I don't want to talk about that, but, yeah, like,
Maybe you should.
Maybe
you should. Cause
that's an off-air conversation.
I was like, talk with her. You
yeah, with her, not us.
Not us. We talking not us, not now.
Her.
No.
But, no, I'm saying off-air, meaning I can tell y'all off-air. I don't want to go in depth with that. But, yeah, but with my boyfriend, like, my baby daddy doesn't care. He doesn't want to talk to nobody. He don't care who, what, where, how.
Well, even if he doesn't, shouldn't
like,
he?
If I ask him for something and he knows somebody's around, he'd be like, "Oh, your boyfriend ain't getting it."
Who's the baby father says that?
Mm-hmm.
Awkward.
And it's like, it's not his job to do it, but if you want him to do it because you're not capable of doing it, that's fine.
That's low key hate, though, Nique. That's hate.
It's low key hate.
That's hate. That's a form of hate right there.
I
Your
don't
boyfriend not doing it. What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing.
You be doing that, don't you?
What?
Hating like that?
No, I don't. I don't.
You sure?
I do not. There's only one thing. There's only one thing I hate on.
What's that?
And I tell them.
What's that?
I always tell them.
What's that?
The matching outfit. I'm like, y'all gotta relax.
What you talking about hating on matching outfits? What you talking about? I'm talking about you hating on the guy when he's not around.
Oh.
To the woman. I don't know what you talking about. See, you got something else in your spirit.
No.
That you want to talk about.
When they're all matching outfits,
the whole family?
Because I told you.
You ain't tell me nothing. This is the first time I heard any of this.
Whatever.
I ain't never heard this.
They posted it.
I never heard
you said
this.
What?
They posted it before.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, no. Okay.
I don't mind that.
No, I'm just not doing it. I just told her it's corny. Like, they are corny.
Oh, you're hating.
How's that hate? It's corny.
You didn't even try it. You know it's
them.
corny.
I'm not doing it. Would y'all do it?
Yeah.
I would see. Now, you said matching outfits or outfits that go together. Like,
No.
we all got on the same shirt?
No. Matching outfits. It is the same identical outfit.
But what's the purpose?
not-
So y'all going so y'all can identify each other at a
It just be
big
random.
place?
It just be random.
Like, y'all just going to Target and y'all have on matching clothes.
No, I'm sure they're going to some.
I know. He trying to downplay, make it sound.
Cookout, and they all want to look at one unit.
But that's wild. I wouldn't match with anybody.
Yeah,
personally.
no. I'm not. Unless I'm at work and they say I got to wear a uniform. Other than that, I'm not. But no, me and especially now that my youngest is living with them, we had a great conversation. We sat down and talked about all the things related around going to school, bedtimes and cell phone use and TV, like all of that stuff that you talk about. And then he was very, I would say very respectable and asking questions about certain situations.
I would have told you none of your business what we do in the house without TV.
Oh.
You can say whatever you want.
He's 70 inches around here, but all day long. We do what we want. 70 inches. I've been to your house. I saw that 50 inch. He's 70 inches down all night.
Hey, if I'm asked the way we did that things were done during the school year, I'm going to tell you. I was asked. It wasn't like, hey, and then as I told her, I was like, I was around for this educational experience prior to. And I said, so just letting you guys know that, we need to make sure that the grades stay up and stuff like that. I need y'all to be very intentional.
Should you check on that?
I am. Oh, no, I am.
He probably will, but he probably will be like having conversations.
Like, I can't get to if.
But you have power school everywhere.
Yeah. In a
but
situation.
That's here.
No, I got it in. They got power school there. Yeah, I'm already linked into all of that. Got already done. Yeah, nah,
told you, Nique.
Told you,
That's
Nique.
already done.
Yeah, no,
I'm the one that can't get into power school.
Because the thing is, I think she's more nurturing, so she's more likely to be like, well, come on,
You can
get
do it.
You can do it.
Is that nurturing?
Yeah, that's a little bit more.
He's like, you're going to do it.
No. I'm gonna call
That's
the teacher.
nurturing too.
No, I'm gonna call the teacher. And be, hey, what's he not doing? What do we? Because I see these zeros here. Do you have the work and you haven't graded it yet? Did he not turn it in? Is it late? Like, I just need to know where we are.
But isn't that
so
just
I can have
regular
the
parenting?
conversation.
Like,
It
that's
is.
not.
As a teacher, that's not regular parenting because everybody doesn't do it that way. Some people wait until the quarter is up, and then their child has a particular grade, and now they're coming to you.
Now
and
they're
going,
having conversations.
Now they want to have a conversation of what can they do.
Okay.
And I think, and I've experienced as a teacher, I think 80%, if I was to put a number on it, 80% of the students that I've taught over the last 13 years are in that category of waiting. I won't hear from a parent unless the marking cycle comes bad.
Okay.
You know, so I think that going through it kind of gave me some insight in how to deal with my own kids and their education. Like, you got to be a lot more proactive. And I was, through that conversation, her significant other doesn't have kids. And,
Okay.
you know, so for him, it's an adjustment period. Because before it was, hey, we coming for the weekend. Or, hey, we coming for the summer. And they're out. I kind of expressed to them the importance of understanding that life has changed. And kind of, you still have to have work, like you still have to have a life type balance. But his education, especially now 4th, 5th grade, we're trying to create good habits that are going to carry on. We need to make sure that we're intentional about that. And he was very receptive. It was a great conversation. But all in all, me and him have had good conversations. So I do believe, I ain't gonna say that.
So after you finish bigging yourself up,
what you mean bigging myself up?
I mean, you're the perfect educational co-parent.
Educationally.
What about your weaknesses?
My weaknesses are I'm not as nurturing.
You're not cuddle.
That's
You're
called
not gonna cuddle.
that's called being a bad parent. It has nothing to
Really?
do
No,
with co-parenting.
I'm not
If
as-
he said it. I don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, like, as a,
You're not giving hugs
I'm
and
not.
cuddle.
We're not.
Is that
hugging
what
it out.
nurturing is?
That's how it's seen.
Making
That's how it's. That's
making
how
them
it's
feel
seen.
comfortable.
Is
Nurturing.
that what it is?
I don't think.
Go ahead.
Nurturing don't have
Yeah.
necessarily mean hugging.
Okay, so what would be? What do you believe would be a better word to use? Because
I don't need you to change your word. But there are different forms of nurturing. It isn't just one form of nurturing.
okay,
Telling you it's going to be all right when you're messing up, that's not nurturing. That's called messing your child up.
Care for or encourage the growth of development of.
so it could be many different.
So you can be
forms of
hard
nurturing.
on a
Encourage the
kid and still
development.
nurture
Okay,
them.
well, I'm
Like, you're going to stay here and get this right. You're not going outside.
see, like,
That's
I don't
also
have,
So
nurturing.
you're still nurturing. You're just in a different way.
Yeah, I do it in a different way. She's a lot more, oh, come here, it's okay, baby. Rubbing on the back and all of that. And I'm more like, okay, no, let's get this done. Or what do we
Well, it's
have
just
to do?
two different forms of nurturing. I don't
Yeah.
think.
I could say with me and
So now
their
you're trying to
dad.
say she don't do nothing but that.
No, I'm not saying.
So what are you saying? Let's
No,
Yeah,
wait.
you
She
are
does.
making her
Well,
sound
let me
like
say
she
this.
does.
She is not. No, she is not like disciplinarian. That's the word. She's not a disciplinarian.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the word. That's the right word. I'm more of a disciplinarian. She isn't.
Okay.
And what I have learned is that her significant other is a disciplinarian. So it kind of the two of them balance each other out in that aspect, and I'm actually really comfortable with the situation in that I know that he's going to be held accountable for things.
So did y'all go and compare beating styles, belts, switches,
Paddles.
like what y'all do?
Now,
Shoes.
I'm partial to a good paddle.
Oh, okay.
So you gave him a proper paddle?
He tends to like a belt, so I figured I'm not beating my child. I'm just saying we're not beating the children.
Beating your
but-
child is not bad. I don't care what people tell you.
No,
I don't care
My
either.
my kids are at the age now.
That they
and
can still both get.
they still can.
They ask
I'm
for-
not saying that they can't. You do something.
But you say he's a disciplinarian. Y'all could have two completely different.
Forms of discipline.
Yeah.
Disciplinarianship.
Yeah. Now, outside looking in, people might think my dad would be the beater. He's not.
But you've said
He a
multiple
punk.
times. You said
He's not gonna do nothing. He's gonna yell a little bit and peek out the door, make sure my mama heard him yell. Hey man, stop. My mama gonna beat you.
That's how
That's
it is
it.
with me too.
Pop like, oh, whoa, okay, I'm back. Lost my mind for a minute. So it's not. How do you say he's a disciplinarian? But did you discuss how he's gonna discipline?
Well, one of the things I did say that I would not appreciate if he did
What's that?
was if he put his hands on my child.
Or what if you hit him with a belt?
Or on my child or on my child's mom.
A belt is not putting hands on you, is it?
Not to me.
Physical harm to my child.
So no hitting.
Yes, no hitting.
You said no hitting. No belts, paddles.
Yeah.
Get
To
the
me,
belt.
discipline is holding the person accountable and giving them some consequences for what they did.
So all he can do is ground.
He can ground them. He can take things away. I mean, whatever he decides to do outside of physically
What if it's
Sometimes that
excessive
don't work.
to you?
putting his hands,
What if you think it's excessive?
It's not my house.
So
But-
you would be quiet.
I would.
But because
It's
I
not
have
my-
a question.
because I've been on the other side of that. Like I've been on the other side of that where, the woman I was with,
Mm-hmm.
her son, I caught him. He was smoking weed one morning in the
you told us
backyard.
about
But
this.
this is snitching cast. What are you telling
No,
Go
he was
ahead.
smoking weed in the
Okay.
He was smoking weed in the backyard, and we didn't know. He came in, and his mom told him, "Hey, grab your brother,"
He
and
must be stressing.
then
Smoke weed in the morning in the
And-
backyard.
so initially we grounded him.
Ground.
Initially we grounded him because when his mom got to the car, he's like, "What's all this smell?" And the smell was on my son, and I was like, "Hey, man, no, we're not doing this." So initially we took all the stuff away.
He's smoking a za.
I don't know, and then the next
It wasn't
time,
loud. They could smell
the
it.
next time I caught him. First time I didn't catch him. This is just what happened. Second time I caught him, and like the door was locked, and so I opened it. So then Chris was in there. Chris come open the door, and I was like, "Hey, where's?" And he was like, he looked at me, he looked at the window, and he kept playing the game. I was like, "Where's he at?" He looked at me, he looked at the window. Then the boy come climbing in the window, blowing smoke. So everybody went. They had a family meeting. I don't do family meetings, but they had a family meeting about what to do with him. While they were gone, I took the door off the hinges, put it in the garage, cleared his room out, everything in there. We had already took away some stuff, everything in the room. So when he came back, he ain't had no door, he ain't had no nothing. He was just and had maneuvered his stuff so that every time he look up, he see us. You ain't going out that window. Now I was told by my significant other that was excessive, and I was like, he's not going to have no door. He hasn't earned the right to privacy.
But you didn't discuss that with her prior to.
I did not. And I should have. Now knowing what I know now, I should have.
Mm-hmm.
But that was excessive for me. But in the sense of what I felt needed to be done in the moment, because he was steadily breaking the rule of the house that we had already talked about him not doing. And then so you lose your rights to privacy because you can't be trusted. And that was my version of doing that.
Okay.
So if her guy wants to discipline Edison in any way outside of physically harming him, I'm okay with it. It's their house. However they got to discipline him within the house. I may not agree, but I have to at least respect him as the head of the household in the house, even though it's my kid.
I agree to that, but I also disagree with two different ways of disciplining a child, because if you're the type that puts belt to tail when he's here and then he goes and it's just, okay, you're just going to take my door off the hinges. Like, okay, well, it kind of goes into the less of the evils. Like, I'm going to get my butt cut, so I'd rather listen to my dad, but you taking
Well, I
my
think
door
that-
off the hinges,
but then I
it's
also
not
feel-
going
I also-
to, all right, I don't have no privacy, whoop-de-doo.
But I also feel like if you've done, as a parent, if you've done the discipline thing effectively, right? If it's to the point where it should be a way in which the child should respect whatever form of discipline is handed down, even if it is different. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what it's like to be disciplined. Even if they think, well, I'd rather take this than hear my daddy. Because if need be, she knows she can call me and I'll get on I-20 if I need to. And he knows that.
And I mean, that's still
So-
fine, but it shouldn't be a point where you have to be called into that household to discipline, because
But that's the reason why.
It-
But
like-
that's why I think
but-
it's big. That's why I think it's big that I respect whatever they're doing at home, so that
Yeah,
I'm not the person that has to be called in for reinforcements. They should be able to deal with it in the house.
But
and
see,
if they can't, then he doesn't need to be there.
But see, no, but that's not fair to say, because if y'all are disciplining on two different levels, like that's like if his thing is taking stuff away from him, because that's a boundary that you have. Don't put your hands on my child. If his boundary is, well, if your boundary is, you can take stuff away from him, you can stop him from doing certain things, and that's fine. That should be the same thing that you do at your location.
I think I haven't had to like cut my kid's butt in a while. It's almost the threat of. Now,
and that's
now
fine.
everybody knows the youngest one.
Fine,
he kind of ain't scared of much of nothing.
Yeah,
he kind of on go. So even if
it's his world and we just live in it.
Like some people and then also you got to understand the kids too. Like for him, if you take away a video, he is through. Like whatever you need him to do, it's gonna be done. All right?
But we also can condition our kids to be okay with the fact that, okay, I'm not going to have my game for a week or even a month. Okay, it's better than getting my butt cut. I can deal with that. Like, I can say that because, like, I'm not going to say that, like, oh, I know. But my brother was, my brother was a bad child. Like, not saying, like, your child's a bad child.
Oh, yeah, no.
But, like, I do understand kids can get very manipulative.
Mm-hmm. And
so when it comes into... Yeah, and so when it comes into discipline, like my brother would, because at the time my mom was co-parenting with a person that wasn't even my brother's dad, but he would cut his tail. End of story. He would cut his tail. Like he had my mom's permission to cut his tail. So my mom felt like he was too big for her to beat. So she took the door off. He didn't have a door for a very long time. He didn't have a game. He couldn't do football for a while. And to him, it was just like, okay, well, at least so-and-so ain't coming over here to beat my butt.
Well,
it was like, I can deal with this for, a month, 2 months. He started just making sure his room was clean. So when people came by to see, and could see his room, he was just like, well, it's clean. Like, I don't care.
I get what you're saying on
it's starting to be
imbalance.
normal.
I see what you're getting on the imbalance of discipline, but
why does it have to be balanced?
That's what I'm saying. I understand.
I feel like it needs to be a balance because it's like, how can I feel? It's not even so much of him respecting them because I feel like he would. It's just if he knows he can get this anywhere. If I get in trouble here and you take away my game here, okay, I get my game taken away for a week, I'm crushed. But when I go to my dad, the same thing can happen. If that makes sense, instead of a butt cutting.
I haven't put like this, and I guess I think my lack of agreement on this here is I haven't with any of my kids experienced something so bad that they did so bad that I just had to get at them. I probably popped them or something like that. But to say get the belt or whatever, I joke about it a lot, and I might tell them, man, I'm gonna cut your, But at the end of the day, I haven't been in a situation where I felt like that was the course of action
well, not even
that I
just,
had to take. No, I'm just saying, like,
not even
I get what but then if that's taken out, which is taken out for me for the most part, it would have to be extreme. And like if he wants,
because taking the door off the hinges is a little extreme to me.
Yeah,
too.
but I'm talking about he'd have to do something. Like I never wanted to put my hands on somebody else's kid. I just, it's just never been. It's just
I cut.
I personally, and I know people might not agree. I personally have never gone out a woman that I'm dating who has kids, and I've always not out of, I wouldn't say out of respect for the father, because some of them the father isn't around, hasn't been around, or will never be around. But it's just, if I don't see her exert that, do that type of behavior, if she doesn't beat her, I'm not going to do that, because that's not what she does. That's not what she does. Now, and I don't think that if you coming into somebody's life, if you come into somebody's life and the child is like 1, you're pretty much raising the kid. Yeah. But I mean, if the kid's 13, 14 years old, like how am I just getting here going to go beat somebody's child at
this age?
What you mean?
I'm just saying, like,
he's
like, maybe you just don't got it in you to do it.
I might not have it in me to do it. I don't. Well, that is a fact. I don't have it in me to do it, to put the hands up. But my own kids, if it was extreme, then yeah, I don't even know what the action would have to be. But I don't think my kids, the things my kids get in trouble for at this age, it's not anything that's
But how do you know? Maybe, and I'm not.
I guess I'm comparing it to me and stuff I got beat for.
I'm not pro beating necessarily, but maybe if you discipline this child in a manner now, you won't have to do it in 3 more months because it's the same thing. It ain't a new thing that's happening. It's the same thing. So if it's the same thing that keeps happening, I do believe you have to escalate
the action.
If you keep getting bad grades, it ain't the same punishment no more.
Yeah, we're not gonna keep taking stuff away from you.
No.
I think for me, I haven't had to deal with certain things. Like I haven't had to deal with
certain things. What? Somebody was smoking weed at the house.
Yeah, but
he's saying with
that's
his,
the worst.
with his
I'm talking about with my kids.
Yeah.
See, because with that, they like, let's say with that situation.
So that wasn't your kid.
With that situation.
So that wasn't your kid.
It wasn't. It was.
Nah. It was
That's
because
not how you was carrying it.
But that's how
No,
he was
Carrying it like it
treating
was yours.
No,
No,
he was treating him like he was his.
I made an attempt to treat him like he was mine.
so that means treat you 100% like you're mine.
Yes, and
not
that's-
40%.
Yeah.
Not
and-
when it comes to buying sneakers.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's what I'm.
Yeah, no.
What I'm saying is, and this could be completely off base. But if you say you care and you love this child and you're gonna discipline this child, you should do the things you know are best for the child. You can't be 100% the parent over here and 20% over here and 10% over here. Now, if I dated a woman with younger kids, I'm sitting her baby father now and say, look, this was gonna happen right here.
Oh,
And
that
we
would
just
not
gonna have to
worked
have
with
we
him.
just gonna have to have a man off something.
That would not have worked. We
I'm just
like,
telling
I don't know who
you,
you
we
coming
not-
in here trying to be.
I'm
beating
not
on
trying
your
to be
chest.
nobody, but I'm just gonna tell you this is what happened. If he in trouble at your house, he in trouble at this house.
No,
it ain't
that's
no.
true.
Yeah.
So
We-
it
that
ain't just
is-
like me trying to get at you.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Even with
That's-
her.
Yeah, that's if
She not gonna come to me and talk about you.
if he
At
can't
all.
have a phone here, he can't have a phone over there. Like it translates whatever it is, the punishment or whatever it is, it translates from house to house. That's one thing we did discuss.
Okay,
and it
but
is-
see, this is why I think the village aspect is lost because people are always my child. I listen to both of y'all talk. It's my child.
no,
It's not your child.
It's our child. I get it.
It's not singly yours. You're not a single cell.
Yeah, I believe in the village.
It's-
I
Yeah.
just think you kind of good.
If grandma got you see trouble.
you
Grandma,
grandma child too.
you trouble all the way around.
My grandmother popped my sister. My sister might have been 26.
Yeah.
Popped her right in the mouth. I was like,
Yeah, my mom still pops my kids.
Yeah, like it doesn't change. I don't think it's too much of the my,
I could see that.
and that child becomes somewhat uncontrollable. Sometimes you have a good kid who's just fine
Yeah.
That's
for the most part.
But like that's why I said like every child is not the same either. But like sometimes it gets into a child's head that I'll tell my mom. Or I'll tell
well,
my
no,
dad.
they don't get in his head. The mama told them that. Somebody said you come tell me.
You can't say that to me. It doesn't even have to put like hands on. It could just be like, you can't say that to me.
But that's disrespectful for a child to even tell any adult that. Now I was really a little different. Every adult is right.
Yep.
You come
me
talk
too.
to me, and then I'll address the adult.
Yep.
Now, if he hit you, you need to try to get away. Don't stand there and be no punching bag. No, get out the way. Come tell us, and we'll handle it.
I remember my aunt cut my tail one time, and I was so pissed off at her. I couldn't wait for my mom to get off of work.
And you tell your mom?
Yeah, I told her, I was like, Mom, she cut my butt, Mom. She so and so and so and so. I'm like, well, what did you do? That's not, you wrong subject. She cut my butt. Yeah.
That's what
you
you was
do?
trying to get your mama to.
Yeah. 'Cause,
But she
you
didn't
know,
buy in?
No, she didn't act
wow.
fool like she usually do. Like
Man, I got
when the school's talking about paddling.
Yeah.
I got something on that. When I was living in Trinidad, that's when I moved back to Trinidad. I was going to, I think I was in standard 4. So maybe that's 4th grade. So I got in trouble. And this is before I didn't know, like when you do spelling tests, they got a little stick. And if you mess up the word, they pop you on your hand. That's little stuff like that. I got in trouble and they sent me to the principal's office. And the principal was going to beat me. And so I was like, no. I'm like, no, you're not hitting me.
Did you tell him
I said, no, you're not.
I'm a
hitting me.
U.S. citizen?
No, I was like, no, you're
I'm
not.
not Trinidadian. I'm from the United States of America.
No, you're not hitting me.
I'm
No,
the
you're not hitting
property
me.
of the United States.
You don't do that to me.
And so he said, what? And, okay. So then go outside. So I go sit outside. Man, I call my aunt, who I was living with. My aunt comes up there.
Mm-hmm.
She goes in there. He talks to her. She said, come here, you look a pitney. So I go inside. She says, okay, you could get him now. The principal beats me in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she beats me.
See there?
And then takes me
I'm
home.
not saying that's right. But see there?
She beat
That
me.
corporate punishment in
And then,
school
and
used to be
then
hell.
drug me home and beat me when I got home.
See, yeah.
For embarrassing her because she was a retired teacher from the school.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, that's what you're not going to do is embarrass me. And I was like, oh, you ain't got to
You
worry
got
about
your
that no more.
You got your butt cut for whatever you got your butt cut for. Then you got your butt cut for embarrassing her because you thought you was something.
Yeah, no.
I am
And then
U.S.
I got
property.
it when I got
you will
home.
not touch me.
Yeah, man, listen, yeah. So that was.
Yeah, the corporate punishment in schools.
That's
back
one
in
of
the
those,
days.
the adults always right and they
Yeah.
deal with it later. If I'd
Yeah.
have just took that one beating, I wouldn't have got 3.
Okay.
And that's the way I saw it.
Yeah, like school when they would talk about line y'all all up and take y'all to the principal's office to get y'all paddle. Who? Let me call my mother.
Yeah.
And then like how my mother viewed it with corporate punishment was, y'all are not a part of our village. I don't know if this is something you like to do, beat kids, or how you might beat my child. Like, yeah, I trust you with my child to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came to like teachers beating and the principal doing like the little paddle, and they used to show us the paddle, the ones with holes in it. Like, no, you're not beating me with that.
Okay.
No.
Full circle.
Full circle. Full circle. Yeah. Now,
Okay, well, final thoughts.
on co-parenting,
Yeah.
I think if you're going to co-parent, you have to co-parent, and you can't co-parent. You can't select a co-parent.
I agree.
So maybe you all can agree on a certain set of rules and standards. This is our 10 commandments of raising this child. Maybe different for the next child. But this one, so everybody got to kind of be on the same page.
Yeah.
And you should just talk about it.
Yeah.
And stop letting your personal feelings of a relationship that didn't work affect co-parenting.
Affect co-parenting.
I
Because
agree.
y'all really wasn't friends to start with. Okay.
Or
That's
like
my
if
friend.
if it's the whole like, I spent a night there on Christmas Eve. Yeah, no, we're not doing that no more.
What's that, Nick?
Oh, like there's some relationship.
I don't think
co-parent.
that's about children.
I don't either, but they seem to like it was a whole discussion on social media. Like, yeah, if the child is little, the father should be able to spend a night at the mother's house.
Just get over there real early. Ain't no spending.
That's what I said too. You better set your alarm clock.
Just get over there early. Because some people, if it becomes a tradition for the kids to
Wake up in the morning.
and have the gifts.
How about the
as opposed
tradition
to-
of parents just staying together?
That's a tradition people forget about.
Yeah, sometimes it don't work out like that.
Okay,
So therefore, we have to look at it.
So we're gonna be
realistically.
traditional or non-traditional?
Yeah. Which one are we gonna do?
Because
Everybody's not
But I
traditional.
have heard of one of my brother's friends growing up. Her stepfather and father are real close.
Mm-hmm.
So on Christmas, him and his new wife spends the night at their house on Christmas, and they all wake up together.
Okay, maybe that's
And I have no problem
that's a
with that.
version of it.
Well, if they,
'Cause that's
but
like
if they communicate and they cool like that, and they
Yeah,
make
like
that-
everybody
that
is
works.
cool like that. Like so, like
Yeah, you ain't
I
going over there
respect
to stay
that.
by yourself.
But
though.
you ain't going out that part.
you ain't going.
You're not going over there just to stay and sleeping. It's just her.
Okay.
Nah.
Well, I mean, it's
Like, where you sleeping at, bro?
before y'all give me your final thoughts. I have a question. Do we have an example of ghetto co-parenting?
That is ghetto co-parenting.
What?
That's very spending the night at someone's house.
Letting the man spend the night?
Yeah.
Example of ghetto.
Now, if you don't want
co-parenting.
that old thing back, now I have one. I can
what
leave
you
this
got?
one.
What you got?
So my brother got married.
Oh,
2 years ago.
congratulations.
Years ago.
Oh.
Her stepfather and her real father commenced to having a dance battle. And I was so tickled. I was like, that's bonding.
That is bonding. That is definitely
Hennessy in a
bonding.
dance battle.
Hennessy in a dance.
This is
I appreciate that.
I was like, you know what? That maybe you and mama didn't do it right. That is
That's on a whole other level. That's not ghetto.
I think that's
them becoming friends.
I was like, wow. Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So they went at it.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know who won.
Was it good?
I don't know
Was
who
it at least a good battle?
I don't think either was that good of a dance, but they were really passionate.
Who was more passionate?
Yeah, he was passionate. Either wasn't very good.
Oh, wow.
Very
But
passionate.
I guess the positive in that is to have two
It was
men
all
in your
fun
life
and games.
that came to support you on a wedding day.
Yes.
The positive.
Yes.
We're gonna take that.
Okay. Neat.
My final thought.
Okay. Yeah. No examples. Okay.
Oh, examples.
Throw my family under the bus.
Examples of ghetto co-parenting. I guess I can put myself in a position like I still go to like all like Thanksgiving and all of that because we have no that my other I still get invited. So
I don't know if that's ghetto.
Your new boo gets to come too.
He goes with you.
He can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we go over there.
I don't know if that's ghetto though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That might be classy.
That's more mature than ghetto.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because I don't have any examples. I don't care.
You don't have any? Okay, it's okay if you don't
Not
have
examples. That's a good one.
You know, it's just
what's your takeaway, Nique?
Well, when it comes to co-parenting, if you're a significant other coming into a relationship with kids that are with people who are co-parenting, I would say, if the situation doesn't feel right to you, don't try to go in there and change it if it's working for them. If the situation is working for them and it's working for the kids, deal with it. If you can't deal with it, then you should kind of look into maybe you need to step away from the situation because it is working for the kids. If you see the situation not working for the kids, then I would say, kind of step in, give a speech, talk, put your input in, try to be a helping hand instead of a villain.
okay.
Try to communicate with the other parent if you can, if it's allowed, if it's not going to cause any issues. But yeah, and if you're someone that is co-parenting, keep an open mind when it comes to co-parenting. Do not just feel like, because I know a lot of our examples of co-parenting is not communicating, kind of being straight to the point when, you can ask someone, hey, how's your day going? How are you feeling? This is a parent of your child, and you do want to make sure that they are mentally okay and physically okay. So, yeah, that's my final thoughts.
Okay.
My final thoughts are, in the words of the illustrious, philosopher, C.L. Butler.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Quote
Yeah.
from me?
Oh, all those words
Wow.
in front of that.
I didn't know.
Insert yourself.
Insert yourself.
As the significant other, make sure that you are part of the community. Go ahead and make yourself a part of
Jump right in there.
Yeah, be a part of the village.
Yeah,
make sure that you are a
his
part of the
biggest
village.
fan right just now.
Oh, no, he
Nah.
I was gonna go another way with it and
I
decided
was
to come back.
gonna say no Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's why I said
Wow.
philosopher.
Wow.
What you say before
Wow.
that?
Illustrious. That's
Wow.
not a.
Wow.
No, like the way you build it up.
Well, you gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, you taking it too far.
No, I'm not
too
taking
far.
it too far. Like the way
Too,
you just
too
talk
far.
this man up.
Nique, I'm telling you, Nique.
He felt the same way you think.
I can't agree with you.
You can't agree
I
with.
can't agree with you.
Why can't you
You
agree?
heard what Nique said.
Okay.
You was like building him up, like
Well, it
not
wasn't
saying
building-
he's not, great.
He was being nurturing.
Yeah, you
That
were.
part. Anyway,
You were.
Nique, go ahead and get us out of here.
All right, well, he didn't even tell his final
Wow.
thought.
He
I
did
gave
say-
mine. I gave
he
mine
gave his
first.
first.
Oh,
I
okay.
gave mine
his
first.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
thank you all for listening and joining in on the conversation. It's your girl, Nique Cruz.
CL Butler.
And your boy Yusuf, and we're out.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Relationship Status. Remember, you can catch us on relationshipstatuspodcast.com, iTunes, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you would like to join the conversation or leave us a Dear Nique, email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook at Relationship Status Podcast, on Instagram and Twitter at RELSTAT Podcast. And don't forget to comment, share, 5-star rate, subscribe, and review.